Hey guys, so in today's video I will be showing you guys how to make odorless fufu powder or odorless fufu flour. Guys, the only difference between odorless fufu flour or odorless fufu powder is that it is not processed in the normal traditional system, that is by soaking your cassava maybe 2 to 3 days in the water and allow it to ferment, or even sometimes you add bicarbonate soda in order to fasten up the fermentation. But this one is that you peel the cassava, get them washed and blend them instantly and dry them. So that is just the difference. You dry them immediately and then powderize them. There you get your odorless fufu or apple, or what how do I call it, fufu berefu. It depends on your language. So I hope you understand the message. Important that you get the message. This cassava will be peeled, cut into small chunks and blended and filtered immediately, to be strained immediately in order to remove the starch as much as possible and get them dried. I will not be cooking it, so I will just get it dried and you guys will see how it's been made. So follow me as I cut this tuber of cassava. So this cassava is not that poisonous one we see in Africa. So this one you can just easily use them immediately. So I will be cutting this cassava off camera in order not to make this video very long. So follow me. Okay guys, so the cassava has been cleaned and chopped. So all I just need to do now is to blend it and then try to wash away the starch. That is just exactly what we are trying to do here. Hope you can see it properly. So let's get started. So now I'll be adding water to make it easier for the blender to smooth. Guys, so this is the the blended cassava. This is how it looks like. So I purposely added a lot of water to enable me to strain it very fine, because the goal here is to wash out the starch from it. So look at it. I added a lot of water and I will still be adding just for me to be able to wash out the starch. So this is the mesh I will be using. Don't know if you guys can see. This is the mesh I will be using, and I will not be doubling this mesh simply because I want the entire starch to come out. So look at it. Don't know if you guys can see it properly. You see it? So this is the mesh I will be using to strain this cassava puree. So I will not be doubling it because I just want the entire starch to come out. So those ones that will not be coming out of this mesh is the real fufu, the odorless fufu, guys. So let's get started. Right now I will be straining it. I will just be straining it. I added a lot of water so that it will not give me stress. You see the way it's coming out. Hope you guys can see it. So this one you see now, this particular one that is not coming out, this one is the fufu. I might still restrain it again, will be restraining it again. Okay guys, so I want to show you guys something. You can see the way, the aim is to wash it and strain it until there's no slimeness. And as you can see, I don't have that slimeness here anymore. So look at it. Because of the water I added, you see. So I washed until there's no more slimeness. You can see it. And that is the starch I'm talking about. Look at it. So it's no longer there. So that is it. Okay guys, so I want to show you guys what is happening here. So look at, I added more water, more water you have. That is, instead of pouring water, like some people will be doing, that is pouring water and then straining it. So I just have a lot of water, you can see. So it strains automatically by itself. Look at it, you see. So this one now is the fufu and the starch. But I added a lot of water so that when I will just be pouring it inside here, and it will be going by itself. That is, it will be straining. You can see it. Look at it. So don't just have to, you see. So that is just what exactly I do. Can you see it? Then sometimes you can just to allow it to pass. So this is just the fufu. You see it. Look at it. There's no longer starch because I make sure I washed off everything. So that's just it. Then I will get back to you guys later on. All right guys, so after washing the whole thing, this is exactly how it looks like. Look at it. Yes, this is odorless fufu right now, guys, and it's ready to be cooked if you want. But now I am not going to cook it. I will simply dry it. Guys, let me just tell you that if you want to make this in powder form, it should be dried immediately. It's not something you just keep, because otherwise it will ferment. And that is why it's called odorless fufu. Look at it here. So this is just the quantity I got from that cassava, the processed cassava. So now I will be putting it inside my dehydrator to dry it. Otherwise it will ferment if I should keep it. Or even you can keep it in the fridge. I've not tried that, but all I know is that it should be dried immediately after processing it. So now I will show you guys how I put it in the dehydrator. So this is it. So now we dry it. So now we pour it in the dehydrator. I will be drying it, and this makes it odorless fufu powder. So I will just dry it. And so if you want to have your akpu or your fufu, cassava fufu, without that pungent smell, this is the right way to make it, either in powder form or just process it the way I did, and then you put it in your pot and then turn it into your moldable fufu. So now I will allow it to dry. So guys, our fufu is in the dehydrator, and right now I will on it, and so I'll be setting it up there. 60 degrees, and I will make sure my eyes are on it. So that is it. If you don't, dry it immediately, it will ferment, and it will, it will ferment and give you that pungent smell which you don't want. So this is the drying of our odorless fufu. So I'll see you guys later. Okay guys, so now the odorless fufu is the one we are trying to dry. I think you can see it's ready. So look at it. Look at how neatly it has dried down. So all I will just do, I hope you can see it properly. Look at it being dried. So all I will just do is simply transfer it here and then blend it. So I will just transfer it here and then blend it. So that's just exactly what I will be doing. This one is instant apple powder, that what we call it odorless fufu. So it doesn't smell. So now I will be putting some into the blender here, and I will simply blend it. Very simple. We blend see, and then we pass it through the strainer. So I will be straining it through this mesh. Look at the mesh I will be using, like this, and then strain it so that it will not have any lump. I will just have a very smooth so this is what I will do then to get a very smooth powder. So you can simply use your hand to make it faster. So that is it. So I will continue to blend, and then I will blend again. Just do it the way the blender could do it for you, but this is a very small blender, and you can see I still have more batch in the dehydrator. Then I will blend. Wow, this one doesn't have any bad odor. It smells so nice, so fresh, guys. Then I will strain it again. Wow. Alright guys, so this is the cassava flour. Guys, this one is not fermented cassava flour. This cassava is never fermented. As you can see from the way I processed it, this is just a cassava you get. You peel it, you wash it, and blend. Blend it into a very smooth paste or smooth consistency, and then you wash. Make sure you wash out the entire starch from it. Wash out the entire starch from it until it stops slippery. That is by the time you'll be washing it, or you'll be straining it end of the way, and then you dry it. You dry it, and then after drying from the way you can see that I dried it with the dehydrator. You can dry also in the sun, and then you blend as I have just blended it. So this is the chaff left from it. I don't know if you guys can see it properly. This is the chaff. You see how it looks like. So my blender is not sharp enough to blend this one, so I just allow it to to go. You can use it for other things if you have anything to use it for. So this is the odorless fufu powder, odorless akpu. This one is not konkonte oh. This one is not konkonte. This one is akpu, instant odorless akpu powder. So if you want to make it, all you just do is, get your pots of water, boiling water, and then turn it, and then continue to mix until you get a very smooth dough or a very, malleable dough of your choice. And that is what we have just done here. So this is it. Thank you guys for watching this video. Bye bye.